flaky bark, you know, that false cypress looking bark, and it's got these wild leaves, and they're kind of blunt. It's Camassiferous obtusa is the name of the tree. So I'm guessing obtusa is from the obtuse. I don't know, but this is a nice tree. Look at that. Yeah, this is pollinating. This is throwing pollen right now. Look at that. Achoo! Okay, check it out. Oh, beautiful. Check it out. Look at the cones. So these have got a round cone, you know, about that big, versus some of the other false cypress have a really teeny cone, like less than 1/8 of an inch. But this guy is, this dude's in pollen. So I guess the dealio is, I'm thinking, I don't know, man, I don't know. But yeah, check that out. That's pretty neat. What do you see? You see any trees? I see another magnolia over here. And actually, I'm thinking I might be seeing a tulip tree over here. So let's go check this out. Tulip trees are a fast growing tree. A lot of them grow fast and straight. I'm not sure what their lumber uses are, but I know that I think we're like in the northern part of the range for a tulip tree. I don't know if you can see it, but those things that are upright, those are the seed pods. Those are the seed pods from the tulip. Because the tulip tree will have a nice upright flower, be a nice kind of a peachy white flower, and it looks like a tulip. Actually, what I'm doing now, I'm just looking on the ground for a seed pod. But yeah, that flower that's upright basically it bundles up and it grows the seeds, and then the seeds will just, you know, it falls apart on the tree, and it'll leave a little spike. All right, onward. We're running out of time. What time is it? This is supposed to be an hour tour. If you can see it, this tree right here, this big fat one, that's a tulip tree. That's a tulip tree right there. It's got the flowers on. See how straight that is? Typically they're straight like this. So anyways, so the flower is an upright flower, right? And then it produces the seeds. And then check this out. These things here, these are individual seeds that are on the wing. And what's left over when this is all gone, you get this spike left on the tree. So there's another way you can tell a tulip tree. It's got these spikes on it. See, it's got the crazy flowers, or the seed pads, or the spikes. But it's got a funky leaf too. It's got kind of a, I almost want to call it like a maple leaf, like a chopped off maple leaf. The top lobe on the leaf would be truncated, it's cut off. I'm looking for leaves now. I don't see none. Oh well. See ya. Bye-bye. You see this thing? That's an arborvitae. We saw a couple of little ones earlier, but that dude, that's a full-grown arborvitae. It's got the flat needles. Flat needles, and kind of beet looking, but it's got an upright cone. It doesn't have a little dangly cone. The Camassiferous, the false cypress, they have flat needles too, but they have different kinds of cones. They have the round ones basically, but they're not upright like this. They got the same between some of the false cypress had the same kind of shreddy bark. This has got the same shreddy bark as the dawn redwood. But yeah, bark, leaves, needles, fruit. Check that out, man. This tree ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop. Beautiful, beautiful tree. Oh, I see a hickory. This guy here, this big thing here, that's a Pignut Hickory. Got a lot of pignuts in the cemetery. We put out a lot of nuts, a lot of squirrels, a lot of food for squirrels. This has got a compound leaf, you know, so it's got a stem with leaflets coming off of it. These are all the hickory nuts, Pignut hickory nuts and stuff. So yeah, a lot of critters get food from these things. Again, I do a lot of, when I'm looking at the trees, I look at a lot on the ground, because you find leaves, you find fruit, you find nuts, leaf stalks. Pignut. 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 Alright, where are we going? Back that way. I don't know what it is, but I like it. I think it's a black cherry. I think so. It's leafing out. It looks like a cherry. The deal with the black cherry, what they say the identifier is, it's like corn chips on the bark. Like that's like a corn chip, you know, kind of a flaky little corn chip thing, versus furrows or big plates and stuff like that. This is a big old tree. That's a nice tree. I like this tree. Any guesses? Any guesses? I think I see bean pods. Bean pods makes that a Catalpa tree. I'm thinking. Check that out. I think you can see this in the distance. That's a big old white pine right there. Look at the size of that thing. That's a monster. It's probably one of, it could be the biggest white pine here, I'm thinking. The white pines, the pine tree, the needles are in bundles, and the white pine, red-bellied woodpecker, white pine, the needles are in bundles, and there's 5 needles in a bundle for a white pine. So it's W-H-I-T-E, white. See, I ain't that smart, you know. I need these little tricks to keep me straight. I don't know if you can see that tree, that big old tree there, but it's got that crazy flaky bark. So my guess is it's going to be a sugar maple. It doesn't have. It's got the platy bark, but it doesn't have the red flowers right now. Again, it can be deceiving because it could be out of flower, but I just know the reds are in bloom. They're going away. Okay. This tree here. This is a tree in the wrong spot. It's actually, I believe what this is a tree of heaven. This is another tree that, it's a beautiful tree. They imported the tree and they said this thing was great. It grows anywhere and all that stuff. But it's just undesirable. They grow like weeds. They have a big compound leaf. I think people call them a stink tree too. I've heard that term. They're male and female, but because this thing will grow quick. See ya. I see a tree. I see a tree. Actually, I see a tree over here. I don't know if you can see that. That's a weeping. That's a weeping mulberry right there. So a lot of these weeping mulberries are in tough shape here. Check these out. I think this is a boxwood. This is a boxwood. They're an evergreen tree, and I've only seen a couple. I've only noticed a couple in the cemetery here, but I'm always finding something different, you know. Boxwood. Again, the deal is it was planted here as an ornamental. It's crowding out its thing. I mean, it was planted here for a reason. So maybe this could be trimmed up a little bit, you know. Out of respect for who planted the tree, who am I to adios it, you know. Yeah, this one here, this don't look too good. Yeah, this is a weeping mulberry. They are a beautiful tree. It's a mulberry tree. They produce a lot of fruit, a lot of critters, a lot of animals. I see turkeys under these trees and stuff. But this is, I don't know. But it's seen better days, that's for sure. A lot of this stuff is all busted. It's all dry. Oh well. Nothing lasts forever. Hey, look, a mockingbird. Bird. Bah, mockingbird. Bah, bah. Oh, watch this. Want to see me get dive bombed by an angry mother? Came out of in here. Hey, bird. Hi, bird. Mockingbirds are very territorial. I'll tell you that right now. They're at my mom's bird feeder, kicking everybody's ass. All right. Blue spruce. Well, tell you what, is this a blue spruce or is it a fir tree? They both look blue, but the spruce is spiky and the fir is soft. I'm thinking that's a blue spruce tree. That's a blue spruce. It's spiky. Ow, 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 ow. Then of course we have the suspect gone from the spruce. The blue spruce is kind of funky looking. It's got this kind of funky looking edge to the woodchuckle. Woodchuckle. Japanese pagoda tree. Nice flower. Late summer flower. Look at that. The critter's been chewing on the tag. What's up with that? Who the heck's going to eat a metal tag? There's a little tooth mark, so. Arborvitae. Arborvitae. Look at that. You know, I don't know how long it took to do this, but sometimes it's tough to think in the future. You know, you got to think kind of way down the road sometimes. But it's a nice tree. Well, we started off at the 1912 chapel, so we're closing in on it now.
Better say goodbye.
See you, bye.